The first thing you need to do is work out your budget, including travel costs. Getting to and from uni... Travelling to and from uni may not seem like the most expensive thing in the world, but once you've been there a few terms, it will all start to add up.
I think you need to move forward a bit because the lighting's going to be shit again. Yeah.
Okay. How do you do this again? The first thing you need to consider is what your budget is. The first thing you need to do is work out your budget. Without knowing that, you're not going to be able to do anything else, and finding a house is going to be very difficult because you're going to get very confused with the prices and that kind of thing. Another thing to consider as well is your travel budget. Going to university every day or 3 times a week, whatever it is, it will all add up, and it can get pretty costly. The second thing to consider is the location in comparison to where your university is. It would be really nice to live in a really cool and trendy area of whatever city that you're moving to, but if it's not close to campus, there's not really much point. I can guarantee that you're not going to go to uni. When we was getting our house, that was the first thing that that was the main thing that we all wanted from the house. We all wanted somewhere that was central and close to uni. And especially when you're hungover as well, it's not as bad travelling. The next thing you need to do, and it will be boring and you'll probably want to pull your hair out, but it needs to be done, call all the estate agents that are in your area. They need you more than you need them. They will call you back. If you let them know what your budget is, where you want to live, how many of you will be house sharing, they'll be on the phone to you 3-4 times a day. My phone didn't stop going and I actually had to ignore a lot of them. You will get some that are it's ridiculous. They'll come and say, "Oh, you're looking for a 3-bedroom house? We have a 5-bedroom house." Now that's no good to anybody, but they need the money and they think that that's what's going to work. When you do find a house that you think your group is going to like, there are a few things to consider that you need to ask your estate agent. The first is whether or not your house or your flat, wherever it is on a meter, or you'll be paying monthly bills, or the bills are already included. You'll find a lot of student houses are run on a meter. That personally I think is a big help. You can control how much gas and electricity you're using, and you're not going to get caught out with a big monthly bill. I know a lot of people that have had water bills that they didn't change from, I think it's called termly to monthly, and they get like a £500–600 bill in the smack bang in the middle of the year, and nobody wants that. The other thing to consider is double glazed windows. Sounds ridiculous, but in the winter you will need double glazed windows. A lot of student houses, estate agents will try to tell you, with a lot of student housing, estate agents will try to fob you off a little bit, try and pull the wool over your eyes. They did that with us. They told us we had double glazed windows. I didn't really check. I should have checked, and now we're losing gas. The house doesn't stay as warm, and yeah, it's just pretty cold. So that's another thing to check. As well, I know some students drive. If you need parking, especially if you're moving into a city centre, somewhere like London, parking is really restricted. So yeah, that's another thing to check out. And should you say anything else? You definitely need to check.
I would say something about checking with like who your neighbours are and if you're in a safe area. I'd say that's important.
And also, another good thing to have a look for when you're actually going to view a house is take a look at the neighbourhood, take a look at your neighbours, your neighbour's back garden, and that sounds weird, but you can tell a lot from people about their back gardens. And yeah, if you're going to be safe, whether there's shops nearby, that kind of thing, if you need a post office where you can go and pay your bills, anything like that. Another thing, blah, 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 blah. With those things out of the way that you should be doing, with those things all out of the way, they're things that you should be doing before you have a viewing. These are all things that are good to just keep checking over the phone when you do get when the estate agents do call saying that they have a house that's suitable for you. Those are things that you need to check with over the phone. Then, when you eventually get a viewing, there are a few things that you should definitely check before you either say yes or no to the house. Main thing, check for damages. When you leave, if there's anything wrong with the house, you will be held responsible for it. It's good to take photos of the house, or just let the estate agent know that there's something wrong with the house, or there's something that you're not happy with, that you'd either like to be addressed, fixed, whatever, before you enter the house, because you don't want to be held responsible for it. Again, check for double glazed windows, check your boiler, make sure it's working, check your meter, just have a general good look around the house. You don't want to be held responsible for anything. You don't want to get there when you've moved in and then find that things are broken, they're not working, things like that. I would definitely ask when your boiler was last checked or renewed.
If you can, take someone who knows what they're doing with you.
Yes. How am I looking with hands and stuff? Are they not getting in the way, are they?
No, you need to stop tapping on your book when you're saying things.
Okay. Another really good thing to do when you go and view a house is taking a parent, a friend, whoever, somebody with you that has done it before, or even that has been around estate agents before, because they can be quite intimidating, they can be quite forceful in the sense that they want you to put the deposit down on the house. Do not feel pressured into buying, do not feel pressured into accepting any offers. No. Do not feel obliged to agree with the estate agents. If you don't like the house, if you're not interested in it, the best thing that you can do is tell them. They will carry on looking for other houses for you. And yeah, so that was just a quick video giving you guys some hopefully helpful information on how to look for a house, what to do when you go and view the house. I will be doing more videos on these kinds of things, so helping people that are my age group going through the same situations that I've been in. I will hopefully do another video on when you have moved house, what you need to do then, so sorting out bills, general house issues, dealing with estate agents further from accepting the offer of a house, or anything like that. Your rights as a tenant, students' rights as tenants, those kinds of things. They're all what I'm aiming to be covering. I hope this was all really helpful. Everything. I hope this was really helpful. I feel like it's a pretty foolproof method on how to get a house, so to speak. How should I end it?
Say thank you and see you in the next video, or look forward to the next video.
Okay. So yeah, thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.
Beep.